Ngozi, I thought you were my best friend. Why will you betray me so? You took all the good things. Now it's time for me to take from you. Here is mine now.
Please, don't leave me out here. We're going inside. It's raining.
Let's go, honey.
No, wait!
In a
Fresh
small,
puff-puff,
busy
hot and
area
ready.
of Lagos,
Smells good.
two young women were known everywhere as inseparable best friends. Their names were Ada and Ngozi. Every evening after work, the two ladies would walk home together through the noisy street filled with food sellers, okada riders, and loud music from
Smells
small
good. Give me
shops.
2.
But although they were best friends, they were very different. Ada, 26, was naturally beautiful. She had smooth dark skin, a soft face, and a curvy body with wide hips that made heads turn whenever she walked past. That evening, she wore a short yellow floral gown and neat braids, smiling as always. Her best friend, Ngozi, 25, looked completely different. Ngozi was very slim, almost too skinny. Her body was straight, with flat chest and flat hips, but she still dressed boldly in tight crazy jeans and a crop top. Her long straight wig moved with the evening breeze. As they walked, Ada laughed.
Lagos life no easy.
Lagos life
Better
no
find rich
easy,
boyfriend.
she
That one
said
go solve all
tiredly.
problem.
Ngozi rolled her
Better
eyes.
find rich boyfriend.
Better
That
find
one go
rich
solve all
boyfriend.
problem.
That one go solve all problems. Ada laughed again. You and this your rich boyfriend dream. Suddenly, a black luxury SUV slowly stopped beside them. Both girls froze. The window rolled down, and inside was a handsome young man in a suit. Good evening, he said politely. Ngozi quickly fixed her hair and stepped forward slightly, expecting the attention. But instead, the man looked directly at Ada. Sorry, you in the flower gown.
Sorry, you
Can
in the
I
flower
talk to
gown.
you?
Can I talk to you?
Ada looked
Me?
surprised. Me? The man smiled.
Yes, my name is
Yes,
Tunde.
my name is
I'm
Tunde.
Amara. Nice to meet you.
Ada shyly introduced
friend,
herself. Within minutes, they were already laughing. Tunde seemed completely interested in her, asking about her work and where she lived. Ngozi stood beside them quietly, forcing a smile, but inside her chest, something dark was already growing. Before leaving, Tunde handed Ada his phone.
Put your number, please.
Put your number.
Okay, sure.
I'd like to see you again. Ada hesitated for a second, then typed it in. The SUV drove away slowly down the road. Ada looked excited, but when she turned to her friend, she noticed
wrong?
Ngozi's face
Nothing.
had changed.
I am happy for you.
What's wrong? Ada asked. Ngozi forced a smile.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm
I
happy
am
for
happy
you.
for you.
But deep inside her mind, jealousy was already whispering. That night, when Ada received Tunde's first phone call and began smiling at her phone, Ngozi watched quietly from the corner of the room. And in that moment, a dangerous thought entered her mind. If she can't have happiness, then Ada will not have it either. And that was the night their beautiful friendship quietly began to die.
Ada, I'm warning you, leave Tunde alone. He is mine and mine alone. But he chose me, not you. Why are you jealous? You are lying! I need to act fast and move to plan B. She can't get him.
After that evening on the street, Tunde did not waste time. The very next day,
Hello,
he
Ada.
called
Tunde
Ada
here.
again.
Following up on yesterday.
At first, Ada felt shy. She had never dated a man who drove such an expensive car before. But Tunde spoke to her kindly and respectfully, and slowly she began to feel comfortable. Within a week, Tunde asked her to meet him for dinner. That evening, Ada wore a simple black miniskirt and cream blouse, with her hair styled in a soft curly wig. When Tunde arrived in his SUV to pick her up, even the neighbors stepped outside to look.
I knew it.
From the
He's out
window
there
of
with
their
her.
apartment,
Why?
Ngozi watched everything quietly. Her eyes followed Ada as she
Thank you,
happily
Tunde.
entered the car.
My pleasure, Ada.
She
Just
muttered to
1 week
herself.
and she's already entering
Just
big car.
1 week and she's already entering big car. But Ada didn't notice the jealousy growing in her best friend's heart. Days passed and Tunde kept coming around.
Ada, This is for you.
Sometimes he would bring
Oh,
small
Tunde, it's
gifts,
beautiful.
a
Thank
handbag,
The list.
perfume,
Tunde, thank you.
even
You're so
groceries for Ada. The street people had
What
already
now?
started
Spill it.
gossiping. One afternoon, two market women whispered as Ada walked by. "That fine girl don't finally see rich man." "Na true, see the way the man they follow and like shadow." Ada pretended not to hear them, but she couldn't stop smiling. But inside the house, Ngozi was becoming more restless. One night, she finally asked Ada directly.
So this your rich
"So,
boyfriend?
this your rich
Is it
boyfriend?
serious?"
Is it
I
serious?"
think so. He treats me
Ada
very
laughed
well.
shyly. "I think so. He treats me very well." Ngozi forced a smile, but her voice carried a hidden bitterness. "Just be careful. Men like that, they don't stay with one woman." Ada shook her head. "No, Tunde is different." Ngozi nodded slowly, pretending to agree. But deep inside, her jealousy was beginning to turn into something more dangerous. Because every day that passed, Ada's happiness seemed to grow. And every day that passed, Ngozi felt something inside her breaking. And soon, she would start looking for ways to destroy that happiness.
Ngozi, how could you? He was always mine, Ada.
Ada's life was beginning to change. Almost every evening, Ada would receive a call from Tunde. Sometimes he took her to beautiful restaurants. Other times, he simply drove around Lagos while they talked and laughed. Ada felt happy, happier than she had been in a long time. But inside the apartment, things were slowly changing. Ngozi watched everything. Every new dress, every gift bag, every smile on Ada's face. At first, Ngozi tried to act normal, but the jealousy inside her kept growing. One evening, Ada rushed into the room with excitement. "Tunde is coming to pick me again," she said happily, checking herself in the mirror. Ngozi forced a smile. "You are really lucky," she replied. But the moment Ada stepped outside, Ngozi's expression changed completely. Her smile disappeared. She slowly picked up Ada's phone from the table. The screen was still unlocked, and there it was, Tunde's number. Ngozi stared at it for a moment. Then a slow, dangerous smile appeared on her face. "What if he notices me instead?" she whispered quietly. Later that night, Ada returned home, glowing with happiness after another date. But she didn't notice something strange. Ngozi was suddenly acting very friendly, too friendly. As Ada went to sleep, Ngozi stayed awake, staring at her own phone. She opened a new message. Her fingers hovered over the screen. Then she typed a message to Tunde. "Hi, this is Ada." She paused, then deleted it. Another message appeared. "Hi, this is Ngozi, Ada's roommate." She smiled in the darkness. "This is going to be interesting." And that night, Ngozi sent the message.
Tunde, what is this? Stay away, Ada. He's mine now.
Where?
Get your hands off him.
The message was sent. Ngozi stared at her phone in the darkness, waiting. For a moment, nothing happened. Then suddenly, her phone vibrated. Tunde replied, "Hello, Ada?" Ngozi's heart jumped with excitement. She quickly typed back, "Yes, I just wanted to say thank you for tonight." Inside her room, Ada was already asleep, smiling peacefully after her date. She had no idea what was happening. Meanwhile, Ngozi continued chatting with Tunde late into the night. At first, the conversation was simple, but slowly, Ngozi began twisting the story. She started planting small lies. "Sometimes, Ada doesn't really appreciate you," she wrote. "She even laughs about how much money you spend." Tunde paused for a moment before replying.
Really?
"Really?" Ngozi smiled in the dark. The seed of doubt had been planted. Over the next few days, she continued the same game. Whenever Ada was busy, Ngozi secretly sent messages pretending to be helpful. Tunde, Ada is tired today. Tunde, Ada said she might not come out tonight. Little by little, she began controlling the situation. But that wasn't enough for her. One afternoon, while Ada was at work, Ngozi dressed up carefully. Tight jeans, stylish top, long straight hair. She looked at herself in the mirror and smiled. Then she picked up Ada's phone again. She sent one more message. Tunde, can you come by today? I want to talk. Later that evening, a black SUV slowly stopped in front of the apartment building. Tunde stepped out, but when the door opened, it wasn't Ada who walked out. It was Ngozi. Tunde looked confused.
Tunde, come on inside.
Ngozi?
Don't be scared.
Where is Ada?
Something feels
Ngozi
off.
stepped
just a
closer
test,
with a
trust me.
calm smile. She's not home, she said softly. Then she leaned slightly toward him and whispered, but maybe
you might have been
you should have
noticing
been
me all
noticing
along."
me all along. Tunde frowned, unsure what was
You
happening.
will.
And at that exact moment, Ada's taxi was already turning into the street. She was coming home early, and she was about to see something
Let him
that
explain.
would change everything.
Tunde, what is this? Explain these messages with Ngozi. Ada, I swear it's a misunderstanding.
Now, whoa!
Ada's taxi slowly stopped across the street. Through the window, she saw something that made her heart drop. Tunde was standing outside the apartment, and beside him was Ngozi. They looked like they were in the middle of a serious conversation. Ada quickly stepped out of the taxi. Ngozi, Tunde, what is going on? She asked, confused. Tunde looked relieved the moment he saw her. Ada, thank God you are here, he said. Then he held up his phone. I've been receiving strange messages from your number for days. Ada frowned. My number? Tunde nodded. Yes, messages saying you don't respect me, messages cancelling our plans, messages asking me to come here today. Ada slowly shook her head. I never sent any of those. The three of them turned toward Ngozi. Her face had suddenly gone pale. Tunde's voice became serious. Ngozi, you are Ada's roommate. You were the only one around her phone. Ngozi tried to laugh nervously. You people are joking, right? But Ada suddenly remembered something. My phone. You used it yesterday when I was bathing. Silence fell across the street. Tunde stared directly at Ngozi. Why would you do that? Ngozi's calm expression finally broke. All the jealousy she had been hiding for months exploded. Because I was tired of watching her get everything. She pointed angrily at Ada. She has the body, the attention, the rich boyfriend, and I have nothing. Ada stood there shocked. You were my best friend. Ngozi laughed bitterly. Exactly. I was always the second option. Tunde shook his head slowly. So you tried to destroy her relationship? Ngozi said nothing. Her silence was the answer. Tunde turned toward Ada gently. I'm sorry you had to go through this. Then he looked back at Ngozi one last time. You should leave this house. Ngozi grabbed her bag angrily and stormed down the street without looking back. The street neighbors who had been gossiping earlier watched everything happen. Ada wiped her tears from her eyes. Tunde held her hand softly. From today, he said quietly, no more secrets and no more fake friends. Ada nodded. For the first time in a long while, she finally felt peace. And as they walked back toward the apartment together, the drama that nearly destroyed their lives was finally over. The end.